Now there is a rahasyam of the Chidambaram Temple. Few of you might be aware of this, wherein it is said that many years back there was a time wherein lot of temples were being built for Lord Shiva, it seems. No doubt for other gods also it was there, but there was a certain period wherein majorly temples were being built in praise of Lord Shiva. But amongst all this, as we all know, the Chidambaram Temple, the Nataraja Chidambaram Temple, which is there in Tamil Nadu, that is the most famous of all these temples, and it is considered to be the first and holiest of all Shiva temples in Bharatadesha, especially in Tamil Nadu also. And why it is said so is because it is believed that Lord Shiva himself, he wrote the sacred shlokas of Tiruvachakam for his devotee Manikyavachakar in this very place. So people who are familiar with Tamil literature, you might be knowing this. So it is said that when Manikyavachakar, he sang with deep bhakti also these shlokas that are there, Lord Shiva comes in front of him in the form of a priest and he writes down the shlokas, and it seems that before Lord Shiva disappears in the form of the priest, he writes there, it seems, "Return by the Lord of Chidambaram." So that's how he concludes those shlokas. Only then did this Bhakta Manikyavachakar realize that the person who has come and returned the shlokas is none other than Bhagavan Shiva himself. And this is how he had come to bless him. So like this, it is also said that there are also many other saints also like Tirumular and so on, wherein they have written that there is lot of story related to this Chidambaram temple, wherein things which have actually happened, which are a part of Itihasam history, they actually made divinity also. So like this, there are many instances that are there. Amongst that, it is said that the Chidambaram temple's architecture that is there, it represents one's human body, it seems. Now how? The temple, if you know, it has got 9 gates. 9 gates in all, which actually symbolizes and it tells that there are 9 openings in a human body also. Nose, ears, excretory organs and so on. If you calculate like that, there are 9 openings in our body. Further, it is said that there are about 21,600 tiles, it seems, golden tiles in the temple, and scientists believe that approximately a person breathes about 21,600 times in a day. So that equals to the number of golden tiles that are there in the Chidambaram temple. Further, it is said that there were about 72,000 nails that were being used in a temple. Nails, we use nails, right? So nails. So which actually represent the nadis or the different energy channels that are there in our body. That also counts to about 72,000 energy nadis. Energy channels or nadis that we call nerves that are there in our body. They are all energy centers. If one nerve goes here and there, we cannot do our things, right? We cannot do our everyday activities also. So like this, if you see, further it is also believed that just as the heart, a human being's heart is towards the left of our body, similarly the 5 steps that lead towards a temple also, which actually represent the 5 Panchakshari Mantram Nama Shivaya, they are also towards the left side sanctum. Inside there are 4 tall pillars also, which actually represent the 4 chambers of the heart. And this actually relates, it seems, that every time Bhagavan Shiva, now Shiva and Chidambaram is a form of Nataraja, right? Always in a dancing form. So that dancing that is there, it actually happens inside the heartbeat of every person. So if you are breathing today, if Bhagavan is there inside us, that is actually Shiva dancing. So this is how the comparison is done. So further, it is also believed that, so all this is said to be the Rahasyam, Chidambara Rahasyam that is there. Now, behind the main sanctum that is there, even today also if you go, there is a main Sannidhi. Behind that, it seems that there is a golden curtain and there is actually empty space. There is no idol also, and it is decorated with gold ornaments, this and that, everything. What this symbolizes is the formless form of Shiva, it seems. You don't need a Shivalingam or a Vigraham there. It is a formless form of Lord Shiva, which actually is pure consciousness, pure bliss that is there, wherein we don't need to see God in front of us in the form of an idol image also. It is an, you can say, a formless form of the Lord. So here is where there are many references, many texts also which say that here is the exact spot wherein in Chidambaram, Lord Nataraja's right foot wherever it has been kept, or the right foot mark that is there, that is earth's most balanced point also. So that's why if you see the 5 Shiva temples, each representing one of the Panchapranas, Panchabhuta, sorry, if you see, they are all there in a straight line. Arunachaleshwara, Tiruvannamalai, in Tiruvannamalai, further Chidambaram, Nataraja, Chidambaram, like that. If you see, all the 5 temples that are there, they are there in a single line. So like this, there are different facts. So Nataraja's right foot, which is there in Chidambaram, that is said to be Bhulokams or Prithvi, Earth's most balanced point, it seems. And there are also a lot of research also which is being done on this, and scientists have also confirmed this. Finally, it is said that the Andava Tandavam, Ananda Tandavam, Nataraja, now the Lord, when Lord Shiva gets angry, he does the Tandava Nrityam. In the form of Nataraja, he does the Ananda Tandavam, or the Ananda Nrityam which he does, which actually represents the cycle of birth and death, cycle of creation and destruction, the balance of life, and the rhythm of universe. As you say, rhythm of universe is person is born, he has to die. Similarly, the process of creation, destruction that is there keeps going on continuously. So this is how, if you see, these are few things like this. There are many things which can be told about the Chidambaram temple, but like this is just one example. Chidambaram temple is just one example. Like this, there are n number of rahasyas and secrets that are there, which we can somewhat relate with the knowledge that we have, with science proves, with history proves, and so on. No doubt we are not here to prove, okay, this is there, so this is right, and so on, but to know the richness and greatness of our scriptures that are there, greatness of our temples, greatness of our gods, greatness of our culture. So each one of us must put in little efforts at least to know about all this, and also share it with others, especially the new generation who's coming in, so that they also get to know the richness of our country.